All right, on today's show, we're going to explore the most important TikTok updates that you've got to be on top of as a marketer, including if you're a marketer who needs to batch your content for time purposes, so it's really hard to jump on trends. TikTok's sort of adding a shortcut to make it easier to jump on things as they are trending for busy marketers. Also, on the ad side, there's a whole new industry that's going to have its own special kind of ads. We'll update you on that. And they have a new TikTok certification program. So if you are an expert or you're an agency that works with TikTok with brands, with your clients, there's an opportunity to get certified for something new. We'll update you on all of that right now. My name is Jerry Potter, host of the Social Media Marketing Talk Show, a Social Media Examiner production, where we break down all the latest social media news and what it means for marketers like you. So first up, anytime that analytics become easier for us to understand, I feel like it's always a good thing. And that's one of the things that I think is very underrated in the way that AI has made our lives better as marketers, is making it easier to interpret the analytics. So TikTok is now adding AI-powered trend insights into the creator tools. So basically, inside of Creator Analytics, you'll be able to see trending topics that are related to previous things that you have posted about on TikTok. Now, if you have no history, obviously there won't be anything there yet. But imagine if you've had success in the past, or you've posted about things in the past, either about your industry or maybe things that your audience is interested in that aren't your industry, but you've posted about them to kind of make that connection. Now you'll be able to see that stuff in there. So search trends, keyword suggestions, related videos, and demographic data. And the other part they've done for this, and this is why, as somebody who has been a marketer and a content marketer for many years, I've never been a big fan of trends, because I never wanted to wake up in the morning and go, oh my gosh, I've got to get something up today about whatever's going on today. I did that in the broadcast industry for years, but the way that what they've done is they've actually thrown a create button right in the middle of this analytics page. So again, the way I would approach it is plan your regular content, whatever it might be, but occasionally if something's interesting's happening or you've got a moment, whip open the app, look at the analytics for you or your client, and if there's something there, you literally hit recreate and just put something out there. Because sometimes these last minute things that we create can turn into incredible pieces of content for our business, simply because we've removed that barrier of perfectionism sometimes, especially if somebody else is paying you, like you're an agency or you're a marketer and you're doing it for somebody else. I know when I worked in an agency, sometimes the last minute stuff that I did would take off, and it was like, oh, I don't have anything for today, and I throw something together and it works. So I just think it's a cool opportunity to shorten that life cycle from trend to idea to publishing for all of us. And we're obviously always experimenting, so you can definitely look for that. Speaking of AI, some AI data that you need to see. Most marketers were barely experimenting with AI 2 years ago. It's amazing how fast this is moving. And today, 60% of marketers are using it every single day. So what changed? Well, we just finished our 2025 AI Marketing Industry Report. It has answers from 735 marketers across 16 plus industries. So inside this free report, you're going to find out the platform that's challenging ChatGPT's lead, also why 84% of marketers increased their AI usage this year, and what's holding back 1 in 4 marketers, all right? So don't guess. You can use real data to guide your AI strategy. It's a free report. Just go get it right now, socialmediaexaminer.com/AI report. Again, socialmediaexaminer.com/AI report. All right, TikTok is unveiling Smart Plus ads for automating and optimizing performance campaigns. So if you're already using ads, this is going to make optimizing them even better. If you've been thinking about TikTok ads, well, again, a lot of these AI tools just make it easier to get started and run campaigns well. So essentially, the Smart Plus automation solution is a fully automated campaign framework. It's got flexible controls so you can look at your targeting, your bidding, placements, your creatives, and reporting, and it's all designed to maximize your ROI or your ROAS, your return on ad spend, right? And minimize effort, as they claim. Now, if you're a details person, sometimes it's hard to just sit back and let it do its thing, but sometimes the AI knows better than we do, right? You can support multiple objectives in it. It works with Smart Plus catalog ads as well. And there's also real-time app reporting. So like app campaigns now feature advanced bidding strategies like target return on ad spend, cost cap, real-time iOS conversion reporting, so you can adjust as you go in that industry. And then also there are some generative AI tools that are also part of this. So essentially, if the campaign is not performing well, it can not only make recommendations on how to change it, but actually generate some of the creatives like some of the creative right there, make some automatic enhancements. So the whole idea is to speed it up, and we could all use that, and also, of course, make the ad campaign work even better. They've also launched ads for a whole new category. So Smart Plus travel ads are now rolling out. So if you work in the hospitality industry or travel ads, it's the first ad format built specifically for travel brands. And it works with hotels, flights, destinations, and it uses catalog data that you connect to dynamically generate personalized ad creatives. And we always have to take their numbers with a grain of salt, right? They're like, when people that use this got these great results, and we're like, well, what kind of numbers are we talking out here? But TikTok is saying that users are 2.6 times more likely to book after searching on the platform, which is not surprise, right? When you start searching for things, you're getting closer to booking. And 66% cited TikTok as a top source for travel inspiration. In my own anecdotal world, I have multiple friends who are on TikTok a lot, and they're always thinking about where they want to go next on their trip. So that's definitely a nice tie-in if you are a marketer for the travel industry. All right, TikTok also announced ad automation and attribution tools enhancements. So this is an opportunity to, again, track what's happening a lot more. So part of it, the GMV Max platform now includes a creative hub. So you can actually go in and see which creatives and creators are driving performance. So you can optimize your campaigns for sales. And TikTok is now supporting third-party optimization, including with Google Analytics. So this is massive for tracking, because if you're already using Google Analytics on your shopping pages, on your website, different things like that, now that is fully integrated in here. And so early testing of Google Analytics integration showed a 54% increase in conversions and a 27% decrease in cost per action for advertisers using TikTok's automated solutions. So when they say, we talked a minute ago about the potential bias, and oh, hi, Keenya.
Hey, so sorry.
That's okay. Welcome. That's all right. We were just talking about the TikTok stuff. Let me finish this, and I want to get your thoughts on a couple of these things.
Sure.
So they basically, when they say 54% increase in conversions, that's where even if they're exaggerating, that's potentially a really, really great tool to be able to tracking your ads a lot better with that Google Analytics integration. So, Keenya, I want to ask you about this story that we talked about first, which was all about the AI-powered trend insights inside of creator tools. So essentially, you can now go in and get almost notified if something you've posted about in the past has a related trend or keyword or anything happening right now. So what are your thoughts around that?
Yeah, I started receiving like notifications. At first, I was kind of confused, like, what is TikTok doing with my account? But I started to see where if I was creating something in some type of niche or some type of topic, it's alerting me of what's trending right now or what other people are creating. And I think it's their way of, one, bringing my attention to it, but also as a creator, I feel like they're wanting me to create content about that. But I also love how it's bringing attention to whomever is creating the content. So it's kind of like people who are creating content online right now have this opportunity with the platform where they're going to showcase what they're doing, but also where you can jump in on that because TikTok is alerting you.
Yeah, one of the things that I talked about was how I love that they're integrating the create button right there too, so that you can see this, let go of perfectionism, and just jump right into it.
Yeah.
And I know that you are strategic, but I imagine sometimes you just run with it, right? So,
Yeah.
like, what's your workflow in terms of like what's the shortest you've ever gone from an idea to putting something up of something that's worked?
Yeah, so typically my typical workflow is we focus on, as a business, like, what are we focused on as a company? What are we selling? And we create content around that. But if something is new, there's a news story, my job is to jump on it like right now. So like when President Trump came out with his video and said, hey, I saved TikTok, my job as a TikTok strategist is to jump on and talk about it. Like TikTok recently launched digital courses. And so my job is to announce it to people and tell them how to do it. So I have my main content, but if it's breaking news, I act like a journalist and I'm like delivering the breaking news.
Yeah, as fast as you can at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to put you on the spot. Anything else that you feel like is really working well on TikTok in the last 30 to 60 days?
Yeah. So the craziest thing that I have been seeing, I talked about it for a long time about TikTok live stream. They are really, really, really pushing on TikTok live stream in so many different ways. Like they just launched a program where you can create a digital course on TikTok, on the platform, and you can sell it directly on live stream. And at first they were testing it beta to a few of us, but they just announced it to everybody. Now, the awesome thing about that is that those of us that are course creators, we know how to create courses, we know how to lead them to our funnels and stuff like that. The downside is that the maximum you can charge for this course is $100. Google is going to take 30%, and then TikTok takes 50% of that. So I'm in this conversation with them being like, y'all gonna have to raise those prices because we're not going to sell our courses and only make chump change, you know?
Yeah, they're almost going after like the Skillshare world where stuff is $20 or $30 a month or something like that, as opposed to people selling, $200, $500 products. And so as far as what the cut they take, you said 30% goes to Google and TikTok is taking half of that 30%. So the business does keep 70% at least?
No. So if my product is $100, Google takes 30. Now we have 70 left. TikTok is going to take half of the 70.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm like, Google, really?
Yeah, that is, well, Apple's been taking 30% about anything through, an iOS app for years, but that's a significant markdown. But I guess, it's a way to get started. There are people who, like you or I or Social Media Examiner, where we've got these bigger platforms and we have these programs and we know how to do all of that. But it is a lower way to get started there. So
I think that TikTok is testing it now. I think they're going to lower their percentage because the TikTok shop, the percentage is low. I think the course creation is going to be lower at some point.
How does that compare to TikTok shop?
So TikTok shop is also it's product-based businesses. So you put your inventory in TikTok shop and sell it. But with courses, you have to be a coach or consultant using their Service Plus tool. You film the courses. It's there on TikTok, and they can purchase it like they do on Kajabi and Teachable and all that.
Yeah, okay. Because obviously they're not taking 50% of a physical product because they would have nobody at that point.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Okay. Speaking of shopping, too, one more update. TikTok is now expanding its marketing partners program with a new shop ads focus area with a marketing technology badge. So if you are a TikTok partner or, where you help other people with TikTok, you can get certified. Or if you're already certified, they have a new shop ads focus area that you can get inside of there. So quick reminder, download our AI marketing industry report. Go to socialmediaexaminer.com/AI report. Again, socialmediaexaminer.com/AI report. And Keenya, where's the best place to discover more about you?
Yeah, guys, y'all can find me on my podcast. It's called the If You Created Podcast. I'm also on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere as Keenya Kelly. And I will be at Social Media Marketing World 2026.
There you go. I love it. All right. And if you want another podcast to your listening lineup, we have one for you to check out. Check out the Social Media Marketing Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, may you be wise with your marketing decisions. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye, guys.